This is how to choose a D&D alignment if you're hopelessly unaware. And if any of these hurt your feelings, just remember that you can cast Healing Word on your wounded pride. If your actual, literal, authentic energy screams boardroom villain, and if you smirk as opposed to smile, and if when you get up to get a snack, you don't offer to get one for whoever you're with because they have legs and you're not their butler, you should play as neutral good, because you'll enjoy the concept of doing the right thing being an instinct as opposed to a strategy. If in real life you break everything you touch and move through the world like 3 tornadoes in a trench coat, and you have a full-blown panic attack anytime someone asks, "Can I talk to you?" you should play as Lawful Good, because it gives you a little taste of what being in control must feel like. If every day you feel like you're trapped in a loop of polite nodding and boring updates about your coworkers' suburban lives, you should play as Chaotic Good, because it will feel like an act of rebellion. No rules, no manners, just you and your wild-eyed dreams of solving problems with a dramatic monologue and a lot of ease. If you live a life of chaos so raw it feels like a series of failed cooking experiments that Gordon Ramsay would yell at you for, try playing as Lawful Neutral, because you can finally know what it's like not to be a living, walking, breathing OSHA violation. If you've spent your whole life being the designated fixer and the person everyone calls when their life is falling apart, you should play as True Neutral, because you'll get to drop the guilt and live out the fantasy of not giving a single solitary f*** about anyone else's problems. If your actual life is an endless relay race of responsibility and you're not actually looking for freedom but you want the chaos of freedom with zero consequences, try playing as Chaotic Neutral so you can escape your rigid schedule and embrace the dream of impulsively buying a goat and naming it something absurd like Sody Pop McFluff. If you're an offbeat helper who likes to aggressively give people random objects they didn't ask for but might need someday, like a single chopstick or an old map of Toledo, try playing Neutral Evil, because it will let you live out your elaborately petty fantasies, like wanting to break into your know-it-all coworker's house and program their smart speaker to say, "Are you sure about that?" every time they walk by. If you file your taxes on what you make at your garage sales and count for 3 seconds at stoplights, but deep down you yearn for a life of flipping tables and then disappearing into the night as you leave nothing behind but the faint smell of kerosene, try playing as Chaotic Evil. And if you're like, "But Auntie Tani, what if these all describe me?" Well, then you're probably just avoiding decisions. Roll a D9, pick a lane, and accept that you'll end up trying to romance the dungeon door anyway.